Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to understand what these big companies are actually telling us. And boy, do we have a juicy one today. Pure Storage is dropping their Q2 results. And we're here to decode it for you. Alright, so Pure Storage just put out their report for the second quarter of fiscal year 2026, ending August 3rd. Now, this document is filed as a Form 8K, which basically means it's a report of a major event that shareholders should know about right away. And in this case, the big event is their financial results and a conference call to discuss them. They've given us the press release attached as an exhibit, which is where we'll find the juicy financial details. The date here is August 27th, 2025. This is the day they are reporting these results to everyone. Pretty standard stuff for these kinds of reports. You want to know when exactly this information came out. The company we are looking at is Pure Storage, which, as you might guess from the name, is all about storage solutions for businesses. Think about all the data companies create today: photos, videos, documents, everything. Pure Storage helps them store and manage all of that data efficiently. They're publicly traded, which means their stock is bought and sold on an exchange, and this report, along with many others, is one way they keep investors informed. Their stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. That's a big deal. It means they meet the requirements to be listed on one of the world's most prestigious stock exchanges. This tells us they are a significant company. So what is this report actually telling us? Essentially, Pure Storage is sharing their financial performance for the quarter that just ended. They're telling us how much money they made, how much they spent, and what their overall financial health looks like. This is the part everyone watches because it directly impacts their stock price and investor confidence. Now, here's a little heads up. They're using what's called non-GAAP financial information. What this means is they're adjusting the standard accounting figures to present a picture they believe better reflects their ongoing business operations. Think of it like cleaning up a messy room before showing it to a guest. They do provide a reconciliation, which is a table showing how they got from the standard numbers to their adjusted numbers, but it's important to remember these adjusted numbers are their interpretation. They're supposed to give you more insight, but you always want to compare them to the standard GAAP numbers if you can. For our purposes today, they will focus on the announced results as presented in their press release, which is Exhibit 99.1. This exhibit is the actual press release. This is where the meat of the financial results lies. They usually highlight the key numbers that make them look good, and then you have to dig a bit deeper. Here in the press release, they announced their second quarter fiscal 2026 financial results. This is the headline. It tells us immediately that they are sharing their performance. They usually lead with strong headline numbers to grab attention. Now let's dive into the numbers themselves. While this filing doesn't contain a detailed financial table directly within the 8K itself, it points us to the press release for those specifics. Typically, for a company like Pure Storage, we'd be looking for revenue growth, profit margins, earnings per share, and importantly, how these compare to what analysts were expecting. These metrics paint a clear picture of how well the company is selling its products and managing its costs. For Pure Storage, a key area to watch is their revenue growth. They are in the data storage business, which has seen a lot of innovation and competition. Are they gaining market share or losing it? Their revenue is the top line number that shows how much cash is coming into the business from sales. A strong revenue number usually means their products are in demand. When we look at their financial performance, we want to see if their revenue is increasing year over year. If revenue is up, say by 10%, that's great. But if it's up by 10% when the industry average is 20%, then Pure Storage might be falling behind its competitors. Conversely, if their revenue is down but the industry is also down, it might be a sign they are weathering the storm better than others. Scroll Storage Inc. Registrar Scroll, their profitability is also crucial. Are they making more money than they are spending? This is usually measured by net income or earnings per share. If they are profitable and that profit is growing, it suggests they have a sustainable business model. However, if they are spending more than they earn, they might need to raise more money or cut costs, which can impact their stock value. The person signing off here is Tarek Robiotti, their Chief Financial Officer. This adds a layer of formality and signals that the CFO, the top financial executive of the company, is attesting to the accuracy of this report. It's a common and important part of these filings. So to sum up what we found here in this 8K, Pure Storage is announcing its second quarter financial results for fiscal year 2026. The core of the information is in the press release they've attached. This report is their way of telling investors how they performed, and it's crucial for understanding the company's financial health and future prospects. Now, looking at Pure Storage generally, they operate in the competitive cloud and data infrastructure space. This means they are up against giants and nimble startups alike. Their strategy likely involves continuous innovation to offer faster, more reliable, and more cost-effective storage solutions. A key risk for them is technological obsolescence. If they don't keep up with the latest advancements, their products could quickly become outdated. However, a significant opportunity lies in the ever-increasing amount of data being generated globally. If they can capture even a small percentage of this growing market, their future looks very bright. My take on Pure Storage, based on what we typically see in these types of reports, is that they are a company in a high growth, but also high competition sector. Success hinges on their ability to consistently innovate and execute their sales strategy. While this filing itself doesn't give us the deep financials directly, it directs us to the press release where those numbers would be. What we look for there is consistent revenue growth, improving profitability, and a clear strategy to address the demands of the data-driven world. If their reported numbers show strong growth and increasing profits, it suggests they are executing well. If not, it signals potential challenges ahead. We'll have to check that Exhibit 99 Born press release for the actual story the numbers tell. Alright, that's our quick decode of this Pure Storage filing. What are your thoughts on Pure Storage and their latest financial announcements? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more corporate insights. Also join our Discord community for deeper discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.